Hey there guys, and welcome back. So in this video we're going to be jumping into even more DC news on the channel. I've literally just finished doing a video update regarding the Sergeant Rock movie project over at DC that now looks like it may have been cancelled or heavily delayed. If you're interested in finding out a bit more about what's going on with that story regarding Sergeant Rock, check down in the description, you'll find a link to that video where you can get the most up-to-date information. But in this video, we're going to be talking about Clayface. I am so excited for this, a body horror style movie set in the new DC universe, coming from James Gunn, Peter Safran. Man, I could not be more excited for this. Body horror is so gross and so just wrong on so many levels, but I can't wait to see it regardless. A Clayface, this mud kind of monster, Batman rogue villain, it's going to be insane. So let's check out what James Gunn and Peter Safran had to say back in February regarding what's going on with Clayface. Then we'll talk about the latest up-to-date information regarding the project as well. So this is what they had to say back in February. With production on Sergeant Rock delayed to next year, James Gunn and Peter Safran's DC Studios is reportedly moving forward with the Clayface film from writer Mike Flanagan from The Haunting of Hill House and Midnight Mass, and director James Watkins from The Woman in Black and Speak No Evil. Gunn and Safran announced in February that Clayface would shoot this summer following the currently shooting Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which is rolling cameras at Warner Bros. Studio Levingston in the UK. So that update came out in February regarding the Clayface production, that it was due to start in summer, but now it looks like the start production date of this movie has been moved from a summer to an October 1st production start date. This is the latest information so far. According to the Wrap reporter, Humberto Gonzalez, Clayface is still being moulded but will begin production on October 1st instead of this summer. The Batman villain spin-off movie is still dated to open in theatres on September 11th, 2026. So now that we know that the production start date has moved from summer up to October, I am pretty surprised that they are still keeping the same release date of the September 11th, 2026 release date. This could change in the coming days or weeks, so we'll have to keep our eyes on that. Also guys, let's check out what James Gunn and Peter Safran had to say in regards to the tone of this movie and what it could potentially be showing us. When Safran and Gunn provided Comic Book and other outlets with an update on the DC Studio slate in February, the producers described Clayface as an incredible body horror film that reveals the compelling origin of the classic Batman villain, who in most iterations is a shape-shifting mud monster. So after hearing that this movie is going to be a body horror movie based in the DC universe, I was so damn excited to hear that. The tone of all these different DC projects sounds so different from one another, and this definitely stands out from the other projects they have planned. But seeing someone change into a mud monster, the way that their body's going to be contorting and changing, and all the different kind of things you can imagine that happens as someone turns from a human into a Clayface-like monster, this is going to be horrific to watch on screen, but still, take my money, I cannot wait to see what this is going to look like. So up next, we have a bit of information here regarding why James Gunn and Peter Safran, the co-CEOs over at DC Studios, why they decided to greenlight this Clayface project. One of the things Peter and I talked about when we first got this Clayface script was, if we were producing DC movies, when we were doing Belko Experiment and all that stuff, and somebody had brought us this horror script called Clayface about this guy, we would have died to have produced this movie, Gunn said, referencing the 2016 horror thriller they co-produced before heading up DC Studios. Because it was just really excellent body horror script, and the fact that it's in the DCU is just a plus. So there you have it guys, that's why the CEOs of DC Studios decided to greenlight this body horror, Batman villain, crazy kind of Clayface movie. I think when the marketing starts for this movie, the social media discourse is going to go crazy. When we start to get these kind of body horror kind of posters and trailers, people are just going to go insane talking about this, and I think it's going to have a lot of shock factor built into this movie, especially if it comes out and it's R-rated as well. I think people are going to lose their damn minds. So guys, that's just kind of a small update on the production as well of Clayface, moving from a summer production start date up to October, but the release date remains the same, being September the 11th, 2026. It doesn't seem to have changed, but that could change in the coming days and weeks. We'll have to keep our fingers on the pulse and see if DC in fact do change the release date to coincide with the delay in the production schedule. But guys, Let me know what you think about this. Are you excited for this Clayface body horror movie? I definitely am. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be so different from anything else that DC is doing with their other projects. And I just love body horror stuff, even though it's kind of crazy to watch sometimes. But guys, jump into the comment section. Let me know all your thoughts, comments, and opinions, and just everything you feel about this project. Are you for it? Against it? Is it a smart idea? A dumb idea? A Clayface movie? Whatever you think, I would just be interested to know, guys. Before you leave, make sure you hit the like button and consider becoming a subscriber here at ReviewFlix. I would love to have you guys on board as subscribers. It would mean a lot and it supports the channel, so I'd really appreciate that. And as always, I will see you in the next video.